Hi, it's Maija here with a short starting point video for my Reads and Receipts project. This is a TBR project that I made a whole video about earlier, like in December during Vlogmas, and I will leave a link to that video in the description and in the cards. But just to briefly tell you what the project is about, it is that I need to read 2 books of my physical TBR a month in order to be able to buy 1 physical book the next month. Ebooks are 1 for 1, but there's also that I can only take out a library book if I have read 2 of my own physical books and 1 ebook a month. So at this moment my physical TBR is 81 books. So that is the books that I showed you in all of my TBR books video and my December haul, minus this 1 book that I managed to read of my TBR in December. So I only read Agatha Christie's Cards on the Table out of the TBR. And there's 2 books that haven't arrived yet. Those are Blood and Iron and Whiskey and Water by Elizabeth Bear, which I ordered from Better World Books in December. But I'm not worried, they're gonna show up. I talked about them in my December TBR and December haul, and I already counted them for this 81 books. They're gonna show up like I think next week or the week after that. It just takes a bit of time for Better World Books to arrive, and I'm sure they will at some point. So we're starting with 81 books, and I made this spread on a notebook that I'm gonna use to track what I read and whether or not I can buy a book. So I'm gonna show you that next. So this is the spread that I made. It just says Reads and Receipts, and then it's separated by month. I just put in the first 6 months in case I want to change up the project somewhat after half a year. I have the month, like January, then I have boxes for 2 physical books, boxes for 2 ebooks, and then if I get a library book for February, I will write it down here, and there's check boxes for 2 books, like 1 physical and 1 ebook. If I get to buy those, I will just write the titles here as to what I bought. But then I also have a couple of library books left over from last year, so I borrowed these in December, but I still haven't read them. I have Lie Sleeping by Ben Aronovich. This is a Peter Grant book, and I'm planning to read this next, so hopefully I will not have this in February, and I will get another book in February out from the library if I have done my reading. Then I have 2 Agatha Christie books for my Pura reading project. I have Murder in the Mews and Dumb Witness. And finally I'm doing a reread of the Bone graphic novel series, and I have the Finnish editions of volumes 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 out. This is a 9-volume series, so I will still have to get 7, 8 and 9 out from the library. I don't know if I'm gonna cheat and get them this month in January, so they don't count for my February library book. So that is my starting point. I have 81 books on my physical TBR and 7 books currently out from the library. That's all for the starting point video. The next time I'm going to talk about this project is in my January Reads and Receipts video, where I will go through everything that I read in January and whether or not I can buy and borrow a book. So we will see how I did then. But that's all for me for now, and I'll see you in my next video.